All right, what's going on, guys? It's Trader, and you're watching another film breakdown over at HawgBeat.com. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 11th. Yes, the 11th again, because there was a decommitment last week. The 11th commit in Arkansas's 2023 class, and it's a quarterback. Arkansas got their quarterback for the first time in the last two cycles. Malachi Singleton out of Kennesaw, Georgia, went to North Cobb High School with Arkansas wide receiver commit from the 2022 class, Sam Bakke, may have played a role there. The two have visited together, so a lot of chemistry there between the two. And Arkansas has really been getting work done in Georgia. But before we get into the rest of that, make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content just like this. We have these film breakdowns coming out for every single commit, as well as when there's a dry spell in the recruitment. We're going to have some top prospects that Arkansas is looking at, as well as full episodes of the HawgBeat Hour, practice clips, post-game press conferences, pre-game press conferences, basically anything you need to watch to stay on top of what's going on with Arkansas football. The Diamond Hogs podcast doing great stuff with Mason Choate and Robert Stewart, as well as going to check out HawgBeat.com, where you can find all my premium recruiting coverage. Andrew Hutchinson, managing editor, does a great job giving you everything that you need to know about every sport at Arkansas. Really just a great job by him doing football, basketball, baseball, does it all, as well as Mason and Robert, our guy Pete D'Alessandro, Jackson Collier, and Kevin Bohannon, all putting up great stuff over on the site. And it also gives you access to our premium message board. So you really aren't You can't get better than that. And to make it even sweeter, if you're a college student, use your .edu email address to email andrewhutchinson413@gmail.com, and you get a full year of our coverage, which is usually $100 value, for $11.95. You aren't going to find that deal anywhere else. So make sure you do take advantage of that if you want to stay on top of everything you need to know about Arkansas Razorback athletics. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into his film and a little bit of background about what Malachi is going to be bringing to the team. Now, as I mentioned, Singleton out of Kennesaw, Georgia, North Cobb High School. In that area have come a couple of pretty solid quarterbacks even in the last couple of years. We saw Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence both come out of the Kennesaw area. And it just so happens that Singleton works with the guy who trained both of them. It really could be a very talented kid here. I mean, you're looking at his stats on the screen: 75%, 2,300 yards, an 8-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, and then also picked up 1,000 on the ground and 25 touchdowns. That's really impressive stuff, even at the high school level. And what you see with those high touchdown, low interception numbers, a lot of times is that it's good decision making. It's not making passes that are ill-advised, and that's something that you really can use at the quarterback position, especially when you recruit a room like the running back room, as well as Arkansas does, someone who's not going to make mistakes. So with that said, 6'1", 217 pounds, good frame for a quarterback. It is over that 6 foot mark that you usually like to see with quarterbacks. Picked Arkansas over 15 other offers out of Final Four of Georgia, Miami, and UCF. Had visited the other schools over the last couple weekends, but ultimately was in Fayetteville for the second time in a little over a month this past weekend, making this really not that much of a surprise to see him choose Arkansas. Some comparisons I've seen for Singleton have actually, he doesn't just train with Justin Fields' guy. I've seen comparisons to Justin Fields coming out of high school. Granted, only rated as a 5.5, 3-star by Rivals. I've heard that maybe moving up here in the meantime, or here in due time. But we're going to see on film kind of what we're going to be looking at as he goes through his senior season and makes his way to Arkansas in that 2023 group. I will say though, Justin Fields is one of my favorite quarterbacks that I've watched at the collegiate level. So if it's anything close to what he was able to do, then I'm really going to be excited for him to get to Arkansas and see how he fits with this offense, and see how he fits, especially with the talented class that's coming in with him. It could be really interesting. But without further ado, let's get into Malachi Singleton's junior season highlights. Makes it look easy there. I believe that one was tweeted at Kendall Bryles last week. Takes off down the middle, and he is fast. You can see that straight line speed. Nobody's catching up to him. Heck of a catch there. And you can see just the way he throws the ball. He's able to float it up, makes it look effortless, and puts it to where only his man can catch it. Once again, cuts up the middle, and he gets wrapped up there, but he's already in the end zone. So a heck of a run. And these aren't, 25 rushing touchdowns, you might think, oh, he's getting a couple sneaks. He's getting it near the goal line and punching it in. No, he's taking these rushes 40 yards. Really impressive stuff. Good movement in the pocket. Gets wrapped up there. Doesn't go down. Good job being resilient and keeping with the play. Able to find his man in the back of the end zone. Another one of those just effortless fades to the end zone. And it's right there. It's right where it needs to be if you're a quarterback. Takes off. Could have had a block from his receiver there, but nonetheless able to beat the defender straight line once again for a touchdown, a long rushing touchdown. Beautiful pass to that front pylon. Quick release on that one. You do like to see that as well. You want a quarterback to be able to see what he's looking for. It looked like on that read, that was his number one route. He's able to find it and get it out of his hand quickly. Takes that one almost all the way. Looks like they marked him a little bit short. Don't always love to see the quarterback roll backwards like that, but he's able to get out of the situation and make a play out of nothing. So as long as it's working, you're not going to complain as a coach. Another strike there. Great catch as well. Really am impressed with the physicality and how he runs. You see that now with a certain quarterback in KJ Jefferson, someone who's not afraid to run someone over on his way to the end zone. And that's a huge part of Arkansas's offense. You have the ability to throw cross body like that, and that's really impressive. Once again, just a quick drop, able to fire it right to where his receiver needs it at. And that's about a 40-yard gain. That one looked like a designed quarterback run, and it was. Had one blocker on the outside. And it looks like that's a common theme with this offense is one blocker on the outside, and he's just dusting the entire defense. It's really, really, you don't see speed like that at the quarterback position that often, especially from guys who can throw the way that Singleton has so far in this film. Just running through people, and then he's able to burst out of there. Keeps it on the option and takes it all the way. Man, if he can get to oh no, he doesn't take it all the way. Gets caught there. But if he can get to that sideline, he's really, I'd say better odds than a coin flip to get it into the end zone no matter where he's at on the field, because he's able to just make guys miss and continue upfield. It was a great juke by the receiver there. Love to see that quick release. Design quarterback run there. Able to break through, and he's gone. Really impressed with how he throws the fade so far in these clips. It's right where it needs to be every time. And some of these slants, it's a quick release on the fades. It's a quick release on the slants. He's not holding the ball longer than he has to. Sees a man open, and it's gone. And that's what the college game is nowadays. You have to make those quick reads and be able to find what you're looking for. And he does a really nice job of getting that done almost every I mean, these are highlights. Once again, I say that every video, but he does a great job of seemingly getting that done every time he touches the ball. Able to escape out of trouble there. Oh, breaks a couple as well. Looks like a holding flag maybe down there at the end, but punches it in from the goal line. Beautiful pass there, right across the middle, wide open. Looks like he's lost his footing a couple times back there in the pocket. It also looks like it could be a little bit, the weather conditions could be a little bit non-favorable, given the way the lighting is reflecting, but still able to fire it off. Walks that one in easy. Another thing you'll notice in these clips is he hasn't shied away from contact once. He's running through people. He's taking the hits at the quarterback position, which you're not always going to want in the offense, and that is situational. But in those cases, it led to a lot more yards for him. So definitely something you want to see if you're watching this tape. And that is going to wrap up our film breakdown of Arkansas's newest commit, the 11th commit, Malachi Singleton, 6'1" quarterback, 215 pounds, out of Kennesaw, Georgia, North Cobb High School. Really impressed with what I saw there. You can see why he has that offer from Georgia, why he has the offer from Miami, and some other really talented schools around the country. Cincinnati offered him. And it's a big pickup for Kendall Briles, especially given the way that this offense appears to run under him after 2 years. Having KJ Jefferson be able to run the ball the way he does and also sling it. Singleton looks like he's going to provide that same kind of action, maybe even a little bit quicker than KJ, judging by his film there. But it runs hard, is able to those fade passes are beautiful, able to get the ball in his hands quickly. A really nice pickup. Like I said before, don't let the 5.5 3-star rating fool you. I believe that may be in the works of being updated, and I would assume that that's probably something that's going to be tinkered with here in the next updated rankings, because of how talented that film shows that he is. And also, he's got those top offers from around the country, and it's clear to see why. It's not a mystery why he's got those schools coming after him. The Fields comparison, like I said, one of the highest rated quarterback recruits to ever come out. I don't know that I'd go there yet, but he does have a similar type of play style where he's not afraid to take contact. He's not afraid to take off, and he'll beat you down the sideline. He'll beat you up the middle. And then he can also just sit back there and drop dimes as well. So really impressed. I'm excited to see what he's able to do in his senior year. I don't know if that's a game that I'd be able to catch and get live highlights, but I would like to definitely do an updated film breakdown on him at some point in the senior season, just to kind of see the improvement that he's making, and see what potential strides he's brought and what he could maybe even do as a freshman for Arkansas in that quarterback room. That is going to wrap it up for us here, though. Once again, if you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know who you want to do next. It's been a hot streak for Arkansas recruiting. So there may be another commitment next week for us to do, but if not, we're more than happy to take suggestions on some guys that you want to see broken down, some top targets from Arkansas. As well as go over to HawgBeat.com, check out the premium content, check out the message board, take advantage of that deal I talked about earlier. Andrew Hutchinson 413 at gmail.com with your .edu email address if you're a college student, and it's an $11.95 year worth of coverage. You're not going to beat that anywhere. And we've got the best Razorback coverage that you can find over at HawgBeat.com. So definitely take advantage of that. And that is going to wrap it up for me. I'm Alex Trader, and I'll see you next time.